I just got back from Fallout Fan Celebration 2025, and holy shit, do we gotta talk.
Walton Goggins and several of the stars of the show are in my fucking bar. Right? Is this real? Or is this season 2?
Now, I did come down with a little bit of post-con crud, so you'll have to forgive me and my voice. Please, I beg of you. This was incredible. I've been a lifelong Fallout fan. I can't say lifelong, but I've been a fan of Fallout since Fallout New Vegas, when my grandfather, who unfortunately recently passed away, introduced me to the game. And much like many of you, was very pissed off that he couldn't just go straight from Goodsprings to Las Vegas. Now, we've all learned the hard way why you can't do that, but that's neither here nor there. The annual Fallout Fan Celebration was being held again in Goodsprings, Nevada at the Pioneer Saloon. Now, if you've been following me in my journey, you would know that I already do media, marketing, and social media for the Pioneer Saloon, as well as I'm a producer for the owner's podcast. I've actually been a producer of his podcast for a couple of years now, and that's how I was able to work my way into being the media guy for them. Now, some key takeaways from this event. 1, I brought way too many cameras. I was not quite fully aware of what my responsibility would be and how much would be needed of me to film or take video or professional photos. So I took way too many cameras. I took the FX6, I took the ZV-E10, and I took the A7 III. Not even including my fun cameras, like my film camera, my thermal print camera. I took my little keychain camera, which I don't even think came out of my bag the entire trip. So I took a lot. A lot. I actually packed 3 bags, including the bag that was my luggage. So that's my first takeaway, is I packed way too many cameras. Second takeaway, make sure you're ready for the elements. I already knew there was a potential for rain. And if you look at this picture here, thankfully, I was kitted out pretty well. Thank you to the people who helped me, which would be Stephanie, one of the owners of the Pioneer, who handed me a poncho, thankfully, as well as Lauren, who was on the media team from Obsidian. I don't know if she's going to see this, but if you do happen to see it, Lauren, thank you so much. You saved my ass.
Cindy, can I post up next to you there?
I do want to talk about, kind of getting away from the takeaways, is the experience itself. It was awesome. I'd never been to one before. I knew about it from kind of being around it with Steven and his podcast, and he's interviewed people for the event. But it was super cool to experience, 1, from a media standpoint, and 2, from as a fan. I love the series. I've played 3, 4, New Vegas, 76. I've even tried 1 and 2. I got to really dive into those a little bit more, but I've played them and I love it. Fallout is my favorite video game franchise ever. So getting to be able to meet people like Jason Marsden and characters from the TV show, which we'll get into a little later, as well as Mr. New Vegas, Wayne Newton, and getting photos like these of him, that was all incredible. And I was super thankful and grateful for the opportunity. It still doesn't feel real at times. Super grateful for the friends that I've made from that community. They are outstanding people. And it just goes to show you that if you have a great community, you can do anything. So some of my favorite shots from this, I really love the Wayne Newton shots that I got. I think it was just really me finding my groove as a photographer, even trying some over the shoulder shots as well. Some really good shots of Jason as well. Boone, who's also a myriad of other characters, but Max and Goofy Movie, like as soon as he talked to me, that's just his voice. And I was like, holy shit, you're Max from Goofy Movie. That's crazy. And he also plays the best companion in Fallout New Vegas. I did get to meet a bunch of them. Like I got to meet Keith, who's the voice of Joshua Graham. Did not get any photos of him, but that was okay. Super cool. I got to meet Mark Meir, who is the voice of Commander Shepard in Mass Effect, which is up there. Like Mass Effect 2 is one of my top games of all time. So I definitely got to nerd out, as well as I got to meet a personal hero of mine. And if he sees this, he's going to downplay the shit out of it. But Danny from NoClip. I have loved NoClip stuff since the first Fallout videos came out from them, or excuse me, movies. They make full-on movies. He was just there to do media, and I just approached him and I was like, hey man, I love your content. And he was like, oh, I appreciate it. He was super nice, great dude. And I actually got to help him out a little bit. He was missing an XLR cable for his camera, and I was able to help him out, and it was super cool getting to meet him. I got some photos of him like this. That was cool for me. Now, the main event here. I know you guys are looking forward to this one. I didn't know what was going to happen Saturday. All I was told was be at the saloon at 1:30 in the afternoon, inside the bar, be in the bar. And I was like, okay. So I walk in and but now mind you, I brought my FX6. The owners were like, this is a day where we're going to want you to have that nice cinema camera. And I was like, okay. I also had my A7 III. I was like, okay, I have that and my phone if I need to get any quick videos. I walk in to the saloon. I start hearing cheering and hollering from the front door. Nobody really in the bar, but I hear it out front where the front entrance is. I'm like, okay, so something big is happening. Who opens the fucking door but Walton Goggins himself, the ghoul from the show, as well as Aaron Moten, the actor who plays Maximus in the show as well. And I was like, oh my God. I was starstruck for a second there. And they were super cool. I managed to get some video of this. I'm not quite sure how well it's going to turn out. It was super low light, and I know Sony is really good at low light, but in the heat of the moment, I was just trying to get some footage.
The fun. Whoa. So I hear y'all are going to be bartending a little bit, or what's the name like that?
I eventually got told, they were like, hey, we need you to move. We're trying to get people in here because they were giving away drinks to people, the stars, and they brought a producer as well from the show. They were giving drinks to people, which was super cool. It was a super cool activation that Amazon did. So I run outside, I put my FX6 back in its bag, and I'm like, it is so dark in there. I can't get photos. Thankfully, I had just recently bought the Godox, the super tiny flash. I'll put it up on screen here, and everything I'm mentioning will be linked down below. So I bought that mini Godox flash. Holy crap. It is too good. It's too bright, I'd argue. Shots like these shots, I had to crank the flash all the way down to the lowest like intensity. So I worked my way around, and I'm now back behind the bar with Steven, the owner, as staff. And I'm standing literally a foot away from Walton Goggins. I'm directly to his right. I'm like, holy crap. Funny story. I lean over to him and I'm trying to not be invasive. And I'm like, Mr. Goggins, if at any point today, while you're doing this, if you just want to hold a drink up for me and I'll take a photo, that'd be awesome. I'm with the event photography. He's like, yeah, absolutely. Walton was a really nice individual, super cool to be around. I actually made a Righteous Gemstones reference to him and he picked up on it immediately, which was super cool. It's so chaotic. He gets caught up. I get caught up. Eventually, like a minute or two later, I feel like a very abrupt tap on my arm, and I'm taking photos of Aaron on the other side of the bar. I'm taking photos there, and I turn back and it's Walton. He's like, hey man, do you want this shot? And I was like, yeah, I do. So I took it, and that's how we got this shot right here, which I believe TMZ has shared once or twice on their socials, and I've seen other people, it's getting shared everywhere, and that's really awesome. It was like a really cool career defining picture for me. They proceeded to go out onto the stage at the saloon, and they announced, we know season 2 is coming out next month. They announced they already have a season 3, which was awesome. So I got these photos of them on stage as well. Sunday comes around, and Steven tells me, he's like, I just want you to focus on being my bass player, because in the midst of all this, I'm also a musician. I'm performing with Old Man Liver and his band. And so Sunday was really awesome. We got to perform to a huge crowd, super receptive crowd. And that was cool. I hadn't really played a show like that in almost 10 years. And so it was really cool to come back and just be in my element again, be playing music on stage with people and having fun. And it was super cool. Next year, though, I think for sure I will be taking 1, maybe 2 cameras, because the ZVE-10 actually was in one of the other buildings in town, and they were using it for a live stream camera, which was glad I could help, but I didn't use it at all, which is fine. And then I used my phone for some photos and stuff that I could catch last second. It was a super cool opportunity. I'm super grateful and thankful that I got to do it. And with all that being said, I'm so excited to see where else I get to go with my camera. It's been a tremendous opportunity maker for me. I once again want to say thank you so much to Steven and Stephanie from the Pioneer for continuing to give me opportunities like this and allowing me to shine as an artist, because I think what they do really well is they bring people into roles and allow them to shine for themselves. I think they're really good at finding good people, and they're fantastic people. And so I want to say thank you to the Pioneer team, all the volunteers that were there, all the media people, and most importantly, the fans. If you're watching this and you were just a fan who happened to go, thanks for coming. We hope you enjoyed it. I know for certain that I enjoyed it. I was exhausted. Like I sound sick right now. I'm on day 2 of having something from it, but I don't regret it at all. It was an awesome opportunity. And let me know what other types of things you guys want me to talk about. Do you want me to do more event recap like this? Do you want me to do more gear reviews? Anything like that, let me know. I do have more episodes of the Alvarez project coming. It was just this last week with Fallout Fan Celebration. Everything got kind of mumble jumbled for a little bit, but thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in any of the equipment that I've mentioned in this video, they will be linked down below. They will be Affiliate links from Amazon, like I said, they don't cost you anything else, but I do get a kickback from it if you do purchase with those links. Helps out the channel greatly. As well, check out my Substack. I really like using that. I know I say I always really like using it, but I do. I really like writing, and I really enjoy converting my videos into a written format, a news article format. Doesn't cost you anything. You just sign up with your email, and every time I make one, it gets sent straight to your inbox, and it's really cool. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you liked or disliked. I guess if you don't like me, then I don't know. The dislike button is right there. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take it easy, y'all.